This is the StreamCam from Logitech, which is a fairly new webcam on the market. It's a 1080p 60 frames per second webcam. It looks quite different, for the good I think, but is it an upgrade from the legendary C920? Let's find out. So you pop the top of the box and this is what you get. You get the webcam itself, a USB-C to USB-C cable, so if you're still sporting USB-A on your PC or Mac, you will need a dongle. A stand so that you can mount it on top of your monitor, and an extra stand with a 3.5mm thread so that you can mount it on top of a camera tripod or a Joby stand. And of course some documentation. Okay, the first thing I took note of is the sheer size of it. It weighs 150 grams and the dimensions are 66 by 58 by 48 millimeters, and that's without the mount, which I actually think is a good thing, unless of course you have limited room above your monitor. So why do I think that? Well, it's got a presence which I personally like. It might not be to everybody's taste, but I think it looks rather good. The white colour is a nice change to the regular standard black, and if you compare it to the C920, there is quite a big size difference, but I do prefer the StreamCam on the looks. I didn't think I would, but it has definitely grown on me. But if you do prefer the standard black, it is also available, so no need to worry there. Now the other thing I noticed straight away is the inclusion of a Usbc connection, which is great as that is fast becoming the standard connection. Unfortunately for me, I still sport USB 3.0 on my Mac, so I had to purchase a dongle, which only cost me a couple of pounds. It also swivels, which is a very small difference to the C920, but it is a huge deal, as if you're not looking square onto the monitor, you can now angle your camera, which you simply couldn't do previously with the C920, so well done Logitech for including that. Now this webcam is marketed as a bit of social media tech, and because of that the default look is portrait, which doesn't make any sense to me at all, because let's all face it, anybody doing videos on TikTok and Instagram will be using their smartphone, and quite rightly so, as you get incredible results from modern smartphones. And these days smartphones are all about the camera and what the camera can do. Yes, technically a smartphone is far more expensive, but to me it's a moot point as we all have them anyway, so basically from that point of view they're free. So why would you spend an extra £140? Yes, you did hear me right. This retails for £139 here in the UK. So why would you spend an extra £140 for a camera when you don't need to? So for that reason, I'm going to ignore the portrait mode, move it to landscape and say no more about it. So let's quickly talk about the specs before we move on to the testing. The dimensions are on screen as well as the supported resolutions. The lens is an f2.0, focal length of 3.7mm with a 78-degree field of view. It has a face-based autofocus and we will be testing the autofocus very soon in this video. It also sports an omnidirectional stereo or mono microphone. So very shortly you'll be seeing the StreamCam and the C920 side by side. It'll just be in regular lighting, very typical room. You'll see me indoors, then you'll see me outdoors, and the microphone will be the microphone that is on the webcams. And we'll see how the two webcams compare. Right, so here I am, I'm in the back garden and I've got my StreamCam on the left hand side of the screen and the Logitech C920 on the right hand side. And as you can see, I'm looking at it right now, and I've got to be honest, it looks as if the C920 looks better. I'm interested to see what it's like on post. The audio you're hearing right now is of the StreamCam. I'm just going to change that now to the... Now this is the audio coming from the C920. I'm just going to wave my hands around, see if there's much difference with that. It's a kind of overcast day, but it is quite bright. As you can see, the sun is there, although it's hiding from some clouds that, but it is quite bright in my eyes. I'm just going to change now back to the stream, and it is quite bright, so that's probably why I'm squinting, but this is default. And what I'll do is I'll just go forward and back and see what the autofocus is like. Now, I don't know about you, but it looks as if the StreamCam is focus hunting more. Okay, I'm now in another room, and to be honest, this isn't a particularly well lit room. I would say it's pretty dull, but looking at the screen right now, I can see that it does give a very good picture. I've got to be honest, I'm quite impressed with that, considering how dull it is in here. I've got one window just directly in front of me there, and looking at the picture, I would say definitely the StreamCam looks as if it's giving a much more kind of realistic picture of exactly what I'm like right now. I purposely kept this in the shot just to see the difference in the kind of details. That looks pretty washed out, I must admit, on the Logitech C920 as opposed to the StreamCam. StreamCam, big difference. I've noticed this, very big difference. Very impressed with the StreamCam, big upgrade I think. So for me, there is a slight increase in the picture quality to the C920, but is it enough to warrant spending £140? Well, I'll leave that up to you. If you are a first time purchaser, however, as webcams go, it did the job well. Now, if you purchase or already own the StreamCam, or any Logitech webcam for that matter, you can download the Capture software, which is free of charge and is available from the Logitech website. At the time of this recording, it is in beta. You can do quite a lot with it, including multi-source recording, which is the ability to record with more than one webcam at any time, or you can also show your desktop. You can record in the 9:16 format, which is portrait mode, optimized for mobile phone viewing. You can also change the brightness, exposure, colour levels to tweak like you would do in a regular camera. Also, you can change the default look, so you can record in, say, black and white, for example, and save these as presets. There is also a neat feature to add overlays such as text and a border and customize them to your own brand colours and text, which is really quite cool. It's a great piece of software, but it also requires a Mac or a PC with a bit of power, as the minimal specs required to run it smoothly are on screen now. Now, suffice this to say, my Mac is not on those minimum specs, and to be fair, it ran it, but once I pressed record, it didn't run it too smoothly, so these minimum specs are to be taken seriously. To sum this video up, I like the StreamCam, although I'm far from blown away by it, especially when you compare it to the aging legendary C920. There is an improvement to the quality, make no mistake, and I like the looks. I really do like how it looks. And I also like the ability to tilt and adjust left and right, but for me, if you already own the C920, then I certainly would not part with it, as the marginal improvement you achieve with the StreamCam simply does not justify the extra expense. Now, if you're a first time purchaser of a webcam, then the StreamCam is definitely one to consider. So if you like this video, make sure to like and share if you can, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I will see you later.